Chosen one, something is moving in the unseen. You can feel it, can't you? That strange pull in your spirit that tells you something massive is about to unfold. God is aligning something powerful in your life, and it's not random. Someone is being sent your way. A divine connection, a spiritual catalyst, a soul that will shift everything around you. For so long, you've walked alone. You've carried the weight of understanding things others could never comprehend. But lately, there's been this stirring in your soul like the air before a storm. That's not your imagination. That's divine timing whispering, "Get ready. It's almost here." When God wants to change the direction of your life, He sends a person, not a sign, not a coincidence, but a soul that mirrors your energy, your faith, and your divine mission. This person will recognize you instantly, not through words but through the Spirit. Their energy will speak louder than language. The chosen connection. This isn't about romance or companionship alone. It's deeper than that. It's about destiny, about two forces chosen for this exact moment in time. You were prepared through isolation, through heartbreak, through being misunderstood, so that when this person arrives, you will see them for who they truly are. They've been walking their own wilderness too, fighting silent battles, breaking generational curses, hearing God's voice in the middle of storms. And now, the two paths are converging. Heaven has decided it's time for divine synergy. When you meet them, your energy will expand. Ideas will flow effortlessly. Peace will settle in your heart where confusion once lived. You'll just know. It won't make sense in the natural realm, but in the spirit, it will feel like remembering something you've always known. The spiritual awakening of the chosen. Being chosen means being set apart. You were never meant to fit in. You were designed to stand out, to question what others blindly accept, to break patterns, not follow them. That's why your journey has been so intense. It's not punishment, it's preparation. You've been stripped of fake friends, false paths, and temporary comforts so that your discernment could sharpen. You had to learn how to stand in truth even when you were standing alone. That's what made you unshakable. That's what made you dangerous to the darkness. And now God is rewarding that faith. He's sending someone who matches your frequency, not to complete you, but to activate the next level of your calling. This person will not drain you, they will amplify you. They will not compete with your light, they will protect it. Together, you'll walk in divine purpose, shining brighter than either of you could alone. The opposition of the chosen. Understand this, chosen one. When a divine connection is on the way, the enemy will fight it harder than anything else. Distractions will appear. Old wounds may resurface. People from your past might suddenly re-enter your life, not to bless you, but to block what's coming. You'll feel spiritual warfare intensify because the darkness senses what heaven is about to release. But don't fear it. Recognize it for what it is, confirmation. Resistance means you're close. The enemy doesn't attack the ordinary. He attacks what's about to manifest something extraordinary. So protect your peace. Guard your energy. When this connection arrives, it will not be confusion, it will be clarity. It will not pull you off your path, it will strengthen it. You'll look back and realize every delay, every tear, every lonely night was God positioning you perfectly for this moment. The divine shift. This person's arrival will not just shift your emotions, it will shift your purpose. Together, you'll start to see patterns breaking, ideas awakening, and miracles flowing around you. It's like heaven's frequency will echo through your daily life. Your prayers will align. Your visions will merge. Where there was once stagnation, there will be movement. This isn't a small shift, it's a divine acceleration. The kind that redefines everything you thought you knew about timing and destiny. Chosen one, this is why your spirit has been restless lately. God has already revealed what's coming to your soul before it manifests in the physical. You're not imagining it, you're sensing prophecy in motion. The hidden purpose. The reason God is sending this person isn't just for your comfort, it's for His kingdom. When two chosen souls unite, heaven expands its influence on earth. You become vessels of transformation, light, and revelation. You awaken others just by being who you are. And that's exactly why your path has been so lonely up until now. You were being purified. Every disappointment, every betrayal was preparing your heart for this divine alignment. You couldn't have met this person before because your spirit wasn't ready yet. But now it is. The hidden purpose. The reason God is sending this person isn't just for your comfort, it's for His kingdom. When two chosen souls unite, heaven expands its influence on earth. You become vessels of transformation, light, and revelation. You awaken others just by being who you are. And that's exactly why your path has been so lonely up until now. You were being purified. Every disappointment, every betrayal was preparing your heart for this divine alignment. You couldn't have met this person before because your spirit wasn't ready yet. But now, it is. You are no longer who you were a year ago. You've shed layers. You've elevated. You've been reborn through fire, and so have they. Now when your frequencies collide, it won't be chaos. It will be creation. The final awakening. So prepare yourself, chosen one, not with fear but with faith. Stay grounded in prayer. Stay pure in intention. Because this connection will not just change your story, it will change your purpose. God is saying, I'm sending help, I'm sending alignment, I'm sending confirmation of everything I promised you. Someone is coming who will carry a piece of your destiny in their spirit. Together, you'll fulfill the very mission you were born for. And when it happens, you'll know this wasn't coincidence. This was divine timing. This was revelation turning into reality. If this message spoke to your spirit, chosen one, trust what you feel. God is preparing you for something divine. Don't ignore the signs. Don't silence your intuition. If this word resonated with your soul, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Chosen Rays. Because this space is for those who know they've been set apart for something greater. Your season of waiting is ending. Your alignment is approaching. The shift has begun. Stay ready, chosen one. God just revealed it, the energy before arrival. Chosen one, have you noticed how your energy has been shifting lately? You've been waking up at odd hours, feeling a surge of spiritual electricity running through your body. You've been sensing something you can't fully explain, a divine anticipation, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. That's because heaven is preparing to bring this person into your orbit. Before divine connections appear, the spiritual realm begins to rearrange everything around you. God starts removing distractions. People who no longer align with your vibration begin to fade away. Your spirit feels like it's being stretched, not because you're breaking, but because you're expanding. This expansion is what makes room for the one who's about to enter your life. It's the same feeling you get before a breakthrough, quiet yet loud, peaceful yet intense. You're not crazy for feeling this shift. Your soul recognizes what your mind can't yet see. Something or someone is on their way. The frequency match. Not everyone can meet you at your level, chosen one. You've elevated too far for superficial connections. Most people can't even understand your silence, let alone your spirit. That's why God is sending someone who vibrates on your frequency, someone who won't be intimidated by your depth. When this person enters your life, their energy will feel familiar. You'll sense a calm strength around them. They won't rush you, but their presence will awaken something powerful within you. It will feel like remembering a forgotten song, one that your soul always knew but could never hum until now. They'll speak life into you without even trying. You'll look into their eyes and feel peace, not the kind that comes and goes, but the kind that says, I see you, I know you, I was sent for this. This connection won't just match your energy, it will magnify it. The divine tests before union. But before this meeting happens, expect divine tests. God will test your patience, your discernment, and your readiness. He wants to make sure you can handle what you've been praying for. You may feel moments of confusion, as if you're being pulled in different directions. Old situations may tempt you again, trying to pull you back into low vibrations. That's not a setback, it's a test to see if you truly learned from your isolation, or if you'll settle again for what's comfortable instead of what's divine. Chosen one, the last test before elevation is always the hardest. Don't mistake it for rejection, it's refinement. God refines the vessel before he pours in the blessing. Stay still, stay grounded, because what's coming requires your full spiritual maturity, the alignment of timelines. The person God is sending has been walking their own sacred timeline. Maybe they've been through pain you'd understand instantly. Maybe they've prayed the same prayers you have. You are both being prepared separately so that when you finally meet, it won't just be an introduction. It will be a reunion of two missions merging into one. You might even feel like you've met before. That's because in the spiritual realm, your souls already know each other. Your connection was formed long before this lifetime, long before these challenges. This is not new, it's remembered. That's why the moment you cross paths, something within you will say, "This is it." There will be no anxiety, no need for convincing, just peace, alignment, and divine recognition. The power of two chosen souls. When two awakened souls unite, the atmosphere shifts. Your presence together becomes a beacon. You attract blessings, opportunities, and revelations faster. You'll notice that when you speak together, your words carry power. When you pray together, mountains move. When you dream together, the impossible becomes possible. This is why darkness has fought you both so fiercely. It wasn't just about keeping you down, it was about preventing this union. Because once the two of you connect, your combined frequency will disrupt everything false, everything built on illusion. Together, you become unstoppable, a divine force walking in truth. God didn't just choose you to awaken, he chose you to awaken others. And when you meet the one who carries a piece of your calling, that mission expands beyond your imagination. You become living proof that divine alignment is real. The prophecy in motion. Right now, as you're hearing these words, things are already shifting. Somewhere, your divine counterpart, your spiritual equal, is also sensing this same energy. Maybe they don't know your name yet, but they feel the pull. They're being guided toward you by unseen hands. Every prayer you've spoken, every tear you've cried, every lonely night you've endured, it's all aligning into this moment. God is moving the unseen pieces. He's rearranging schedules, shifting paths, even orchestrating coincidences that aren't coincidences at all. And when it finally happens, when you meet this person, it will feel so divinely timed that you'll know instantly, this was never random. This was revelation unfolding in real time. The spiritual confirmation. Chosen one, pay attention to the signs. You'll start seeing synchronicities everywhere, repeated numbers, meaningful dreams, sudden urges to go somewhere unexpected. These are not accidents. These are heaven's breadcrumbs leading you toward the divine intersection. You may even feel sudden bursts of energy, a desire to prepare yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually. That's your soul aligning with what's about to manifest. The preparation is not external alone, it's internal. Because when divine timing meets divine readiness, miracles happen instantly. Trust your intuition, trust your discernment. If you feel God whispering, it's close, believe him. He's never wrong about what he reveals to your spirit. The silence before the shift. There's always a calm before destiny arrives. Don't misinterpret the silence as stagnation. That quietness you feel right now is sacred. It's the breath of God before the breakthrough. Everything that once felt like loss was really redirection. Every goodbye was making space. Every delay was divine protection. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. And soon, when the silence breaks, it won't be noise. It will be revelation. It will be the sound of destiny finally stepping into your reality. The unseen hand of God. You couldn't have planned this. You couldn't have forced it. That's why you had to surrender. God didn't want you to chase it, He wanted you to align with it, because divine connections aren't found, they're revealed. There's a moment coming when your path and theirs will intersect perfectly. You'll look back and realize that every twist and turn, every delay, every detour was divinely designed to bring you both to that one sacred moment. When that moment comes, chosen one, it will feel like heaven itself paused to witness it. The call of destiny. And when it happens, you'll feel a deep knowing inside your spirit, a recognition that says, "This is what I've been prepared for." You won't need to ask for signs anymore, because the presence itself will be the sign. You'll understand that destiny doesn't shout, it whispers. And when God brings two souls together for divine purpose, the entire universe vibrates in agreement, the awakening within the connection. Chosen one, this connection isn't coming to fill an emptiness in you, it's coming to awaken what was already within you. You are not being completed, you are being activated. When the right soul meets yours, their presence will unlock dormant gifts you didn't even know you had. Your intuition will heighten, your creativity will overflow, your discernment will sharpen beyond measure. God doesn't unite two chosen souls just for emotional comfort. He does it for divine purpose. You've both been carrying fragments of the same mission, waiting for the moment when your energies would collide and create something larger than yourselves. This is the sacred mystery of divine partnership, not built on flesh, but on spirit. You'll notice it's not about needing each other, it's about recognizing each other. Two lights, each bright on their own, becoming unstoppable when combined. This is how heaven multiplies its light on earth through divine connection. The healing frequency. When this person enters your life, you'll begin to heal in ways you didn't know were possible. Not because they'll fix you, but because their energy will remind you of who you've always been before the world tried to break you. You'll feel your heart relax. The walls you built for protection will begin to fall, not out of fear, but out of trust. You'll find yourself speaking freely again, dreaming bigger again, believing again. This person's frequency will feel like home, not because it's familiar, but because it's safe. God uses divine connections to heal wounds that isolation couldn't reach. The same way sunlight enters a dark room through a single window, this person's light will touch parts of you that have been waiting quietly for years to be seen. And the same will happen for them, because healing flows both ways when the connection is divinely designed. The return of purpose. Chosen one, you've gone through seasons where you questioned your purpose. You've prayed, asking, "God, why am I here? What am I supposed to do?" And while you've received glimpses, it often felt incomplete, like holding puzzle pieces without seeing the full picture. But when this person enters, the picture will start to make sense. Your missions will align effortlessly. Their vision will add clarity to yours, and yours will amplify theirs. Together, you'll find yourselves pulled towards something that feels bigger than both of you, a calling that transcends ordinary goals. It might be a project, a message, a movement, something designed by God to reach others through your unity. Don't be surprised if doors begin to open quickly once you connect. That's divine acceleration, the kind that happens when heaven finally says, "Now they're ready." The shift in atmosphere. You'll know the connection is divine by the atmosphere it creates. Everything around you will start to shift. Even people will begin to sense something different about your presence. That's what happens when chosen souls align. Their combined energy becomes magnetic. Things that once drained you will lose their power. Fear will fade. Clarity will rise. You'll start to see patterns breaking, old cycles dissolving effortlessly. It's not coincidence. It's spiritual momentum. The energy around you will feel lighter, almost electric, as if the universe itself is rejoicing at the reunion of two souls who were always meant to find each other. And those around you who operate in low vibrations, jealousy, deceit, manipulation, will reveal themselves quickly. Divine light exposes hidden darkness. Don't fear their reaction. Their discomfort is proof of your elevation. The mirror effect. Chosen one, this connection will also act as a mirror. It will reflect your strengths, but it will also expose your hidden wounds. That's not punishment, it's growth. Because true divine unions don't just comfort, they transform. This person will challenge you to heal, to evolve, to rise higher than you ever thought possible. They'll speak truths that sting at first but awaken deeper understanding. And you'll do the same for them. Together, you'll strip away illusion after illusion until only truth remains. It may not always be easy, but it will always be real. Because chosen souls don't come together to live in fantasy, they come together to walk in destiny. And destiny demands truth. The breaking of old patterns. This connection will mark the end of a cycle. You won't repeat the same emotional wounds you once did. You won't attract takers, narcissists, or energy vampires anymore, because you've mastered the lessons that once drew them to you. The person God is sending will recognize your worth instantly because they've also fought for their own. They'll see your value without needing to be convinced, and you'll never have to shrink to make them comfortable. This is what happens when two healed souls meet. They don't project pain, they exchange purpose. You'll notice how peaceful the connection feels. No games, no confusion, no emotional chaos, just alignment. That's how divine energy operates, in peace, not pressure. The call to readiness. Right now, God is whispering to you, prepare. Not by chasing, not by worrying, but by refining your own spirit. Continue healing. Continue growing. Continue walking in obedience. Because divine alignment doesn't happen when you're desperate, it happens when you're ready. You are in the final stretch of your preparation. The tests, the isolation, the loneliness, they were never for punishment. They were training for this moment. The moment when your purpose and another's collide to create something powerful enough to shift atmospheres. So if you feel that pull, that strange mix of excitement and peace, trust it. You're not waiting anymore, you're aligning. The vibration of recognition. The moment your souls meet, you'll feel an energetic signature that can't be faked. It's not lust. It's not infatuation. It's resonance. A deep spiritual hum that vibrates through your entire being saying, "This is divine. This is different." It might start with a conversation that feels timeless, or a glance that feels like memory. You'll feel seen, truly seen, without having to explain yourself. You'll realize that you don't need to perform anymore. You can just be. That's the beauty of divine recognition. It reminds you of the version of yourself that existed before the world taught you to hide. The confirmation in spirit. Chosen one, when this happens, God will give you confirmation. Not once, but multiple times. You'll see signs, synchronicities, even prophetic dreams. You'll hear words or phrases repeated in unexpected places. People you barely know might say something that confirms what your soul already feels. Don't doubt it. Don't let fear talk you out of what heaven is aligning. Because when God reveals, it's not to confuse you, it's to prepare you. The timing of divine encounters. Chosen one, divine connections don't arrive early, and they never arrive late. They come exactly when both souls are ready to handle the weight of what heaven is entrusting them with. That's why it's taken so long. Not because God forgot you, but because He was perfecting both of you in private before revealing you to each other in public. If you had met this person during your wounded season, you might have misread their energy. You might have pushed them away out of fear, or tried to hold onto them from a place of insecurity. But now, your spirit has matured. You've learned how to love without attachment and how to connect without control. That's why the timing is finally aligning. God had to teach you how to stand alone before He could trust you to stand beside someone equally powerful. And that's what's happening now. Two strong spirits who have mastered solitude are about to merge into something sacred. The unseen protection. During the time you've been waiting, you may have wondered why certain relationships fell apart or never worked out, no matter how much effort you gave. But chosen one, that was God's mercy disguised as rejection. Every no was divine protection. Every closed door was keeping you hidden from people who couldn't handle your calling. If God had allowed the wrong ones to stay, they would have dimmed your light, redirected your path, or drained your purpose. That's why your heart had to be broken, not to destroy you, but to cleanse you. He removed what was counterfeit to make room for what's divine. Now your spirit is pure enough to recognize the real thing. When this new energy arrives, you'll feel the difference immediately. There won't be confusion, manipulation, or second-guessing. The peace will be so undeniable that you'll finally understand why everything before had to fail. The prophetic bond. When this divine connection begins, you'll notice something supernatural. You'll start thinking of them, and moments later they'll message you. You'll dream of each other without trying. You'll pick up their emotions even from a distance. That's not imagination, it's spiritual telepathy, a divine link between two awakened souls operating on the same frequency. You'll communicate in silence. You'll understand each other without words. And even when you're apart, your energy will continue to intertwine, pushing both of you to grow, heal, and evolve. It will feel as though the universe itself is orchestrating every encounter, every message, every delay, and it is. This isn't a normal connection. It's prophetic. It carries heaven's assignment. You're not just meeting someone, you're meeting destiny wrapped in human form, the responsibility of the chosen. But with divine connection comes responsibility. God doesn't unite chosen ones for comfort alone. He unites them to fulfill purpose. This is why your connection will face spiritual attacks, distractions, and moments of testing. The brighter the light, the stronger the resistance. You'll both be called to protect the connection fiercely, not with control but with prayer. You'll need to stay grounded in God's word, because when chosen souls come together, the enemy will try to sow confusion. Don't allow doubt or fear to take root. Remember, what God ordains cannot be destroyed, only delayed by lack of faith. This relationship won't be built on worldly validation, but on spiritual confirmation. You'll find that what holds you together isn't attraction or convenience, it's covenant. You were both chosen not just to walk together, but to build together. The signs of the coming shift. Chosen one, pay close attention to the patterns unfolding around you. Have you noticed how your dreams have become more vivid lately? How you keep seeing repeating numbers like 111, 222, or 555? These aren't coincidences, they're divine timestamps. Each one is heaven's signal that the timeline of your destiny is syncing. You may even feel bursts of gratitude or peace out of nowhere, as if your soul is celebrating something your mind doesn't yet know. That's your spirit rejoicing in advance for what's about to manifest. When you begin to feel this heightened awareness, don't dismiss it. Don't numb it with distractions or fear. Sit in it. Let the energy flow through you, because what you're sensing is prophecy turning into reality. The separation before the arrival. Before the new arrives, the old must leave. You may feel people falling away suddenly, friendships ending, connections fading, environments becoming uncomfortable. Don't chase what's leaving. It's all part of the divine cleanup. God is creating spiritual space for what's coming. You can't hold divine alignment and old energy in the same hands. That's why your life might feel like a storm right now. It's the shaking before the settling. You're being purified. Every low vibration is being stripped away so your frequency can rise high enough to recognize your divine counterpart when they appear. You won't have to question them because you'll meet them in truth, not in trauma. The echo of recognition. When your eyes meet this person, for the first time, you'll feel something ancient awaken, a vibration that says, "We've done this before." It's not fantasy, it's remembrance. Your souls are reuniting after lifetimes of separation, and the recognition will be instant. There will be no fear in their presence, only familiarity. The way they look at you will remind you of something eternal. You'll feel an unexplainable trust, like your spirit has been waiting for this moment all along. And even if circumstances seem impossible, Something in you will know this connection isn't meant to be ordinary. It's meant to be divine. The expansion of energy. As the bond strengthens, you'll notice how your energy begins to elevate together. Your thoughts will become more focused. Your manifestations will come faster. You'll attract abundance, peace, and clarity effortlessly. That's what happens when two divine frequencies align. The universe amplifies your intentions. You'll both start stepping into opportunities that feel too perfectly timed to be coincidence. That's God's way of showing you that this connection carries His approval. You'll also find that when one of you feels drained or doubtful, the other will intuitively carry the energy for both. It's balance. It's divine reciprocity. It's spiritual partnership in its highest form. The ripple effect. Chosen one, your union isn't just for you. It's meant to awaken others. When people witness the authenticity of your energy, they'll begin to question their own illusions. They'll see what divine love looks like, not lust, not possession, but purpose-driven connection. Your relationship will carry healing for others. People will feel peace in your presence without even understanding why. That's because your combined light will emit a frequency that transcends words, a living testimony that God still writes stories through human souls. This is why your calling was heavy, why your journey was painful, because your union will become a light post for others finding their way through the dark. Chosen one, if this message touched your spirit, don't ignore the pull you feel right now. That's your confirmation. God is preparing you for something divine, and your spirit already knows it. This word wasn't meant to entertain you. It was meant to awaken you. If your soul felt that spark, if something inside you whispered, "This is for me," then act on it. Like this video, leave a comment and share this message so more chosen ones can awaken to their divine truth. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Chosen Rays, because this space is where the called, the anointed, and the awakened come together. Every message here is designed to remind you who you are, why you were chosen, and what God is preparing you for. Your shift is not coming, it's here. Your alignment is unfolding. Stay ready, stay faithful, and stay connected to the light. You are the chosen, you are the shift.